Winter Woods. The series is a romantic take on Frankenstein's monster. A guy who comes back from the dead being sewn by different body parts. Him being the 1001th experiment. The very last one before the alchemist that created him dies, 100s of year pass, and we find a new with the alchemist dead, the Frankenstein's monster, which I will never type again, so let's just use his name. Winter, is found and kept in an experimenting facility, where he is practically tortured, as they try to understand his immortality. Him not being to understand emotions, or being able to feel. These sort of things happen without him taking much thought into it. Until one day they decide to make him meet a girl named Jane. Jane is an aspiring writer, so she jumps at the chance of meeting this guy. So now they cohabitate. So he lives with her trying to understand what he is doing and what not. And she wants him for her story. So this story is meant to showcase that Winter has in fact a heart and emotions and shit. He slowly but gradually learns this. At least that's how it's supposed to be. The series at the beginning is a bit over the place, which is partially why I liked it. I thought it was gonna be cliché, but it's actually quite dramatic. So it somewhat subverted my expectations. As you'd expect from this series, there is a twist, however it is revealed too early. Granted, it dramatic, and has the intended, but what am I gonna do now? The series just sort of fizzles out in quality. It still goes strong from the start, but it was like I had no idea what was gonna happen next. It was so chaotic. Partially due to the fact of the murderer storyline the author added. Also, there is this murderer who is in love with this blind girl. They have a toxic relationship. Author shows that it's romantic, but it's toxic AF, bro. Red flags everywhere. It's cute in its own way, except when you know the murderer is trying to murder the blind girl to show that he doesn't care about her, but also stops at the last second because he does care about her. This happens a couple times. There is also the main villain of the series, who is this really hot chick who I wish would step who has an incredibly dominating presence. Some of it can be because of her good looks, other because she is kind of awesome. The way she looks, the way she smiles. She owns the room she enters, you can tell. She definitely was one of my favorite characters in the series. She has such an absurd amount of swagger. But throughout the series Winter learns what it means to be human. Early on, when the change was gradual, it was enjoyable to see that gradual change. He was mean due to curiosity. He was like a kid doing shit just 'cause. He was turning slowly human. But then suddenly, one chapter later, he basically becomes fully human? Like he overnight becomes, showing every expression there is. It's like a switch was flipped. I didn't really like that part about Winter Woods. It just felt random rather than the gradual change the series was going to show me. The parrot can suck a bag of dicks. Worst character in the series. Can't believe what happens to him throughout the series. The ending was poor. But even more so than I expected. Not only was the ending rushed, everything was resolved in completely and utterly convenient way. Bullshit. Not only that, there are still a shit ton of questions remaining. The facility that everyone works at that experimented on Winter has the worst security in all of mankind. What the fuck? Also, the romance was good. It went further than I expected and was adorable, albeit again inconsistent as shit. TLDR, chaotic but fun start, but fizzles out in quality and it just can't keep up. June 10th.